Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Chris from the Nerd Computer Help here. Today, I am going to be showing you how to make your own email address. So, what your own email address would be your name at your domain, or whatever you want it to be at yourdomain.com. I guess your domain would include the .com. But anyway, this video is going to show you how to set up the email account in HostGator, basically. So that's where the server is going to be hosted. And then I'm going to show you how to set up Outlook 2013 to receive and send emails from that account. So the first thing we're going to need to do is head on over to our cPanel. You remember that? That's on the HostGator. There should be an email somewhere with a link to it out there. Not a big deal. So on your websites panel, if you scroll down to where it says email and then click email accounts, you're going to see as add an email account. So Chris at thenerdcomputerhelp.com, and then you'd want to put in a password. And then mailbox quota is basically the amount of space your mailbox is allowed to take up. 500 megabytes is fine unless you're using it for some business email that you receive large amounts of email, which for the most of us, I would assume they are not. So that should be fine. So you're just going to click create an account. Account created. Chris at thenerdcomputerhelp.com. So we can see it down here, Chris at thenerdcomputerhelp.com. And if you click set up mail client, that's going to give you all of the settings. So most of these I'll have just like a download for them that you can download and just run, and it'll configure it for you. And then there's also the manual settings down here, so you can configure it manually. So let's jump into Outlook today, and we'll show you how to set it up. So this is 2013. I think it's fairly similar for older versions. So if you hit File here and then Add Account, Chris. File, add account. Chris at the nerdcomputerhelp.com. Your password. And this is just the auto configuration. So sometimes this doesn't work. However, if this auto configuration works, it's much simpler. And it's going to take a minute to go out and connect to your server and then try to pull the information back for it, so it does not have to, you don't have to manually configure it. So we'll be back in a minute with what it returns. Allow. Do not ask me about this website again, just so it'll do. Allow. And then it did auto configure it. So if we hit finish here. Alright. So as you can see down here, we now have our Chris at the nerdcomputerhelp.com. So, that's pretty cool. You got your own email address. Now we just want to make sure that it actually can send out emails. So we're going to send this email out to ourselves at our other email address and verify that we can send and receive emails. And as you can see here, we got the email. So we're just going to send an email back with a test as the information, just to verify that we can also receive the emails. So that might take a minute to actually show up, because it's not, as it is hosted on HostGator, it is not the fastest server in the world for emails. However, for basically the hosting price of your website, you've got your own email address, your own custom email address. So that's pretty cool. And as you can see, it returned that email just fine. So that's all set. We've got an email. So now the last little thing I want to show you here is just how to set up a contact us page on your website. So usually if you use the template setup that I did, it's going to give you a contact us page from the beginning. So that's fine. But it's not very complicated. But basically, if we go to the visual representation, we've got like our little logo. Hello, everyone. Look forward to hearing from you. Send us an email. Email here. So, we're just going to type that in. And then if we insert a link, mail to chris@thenerdcomputerhelp.com, apply. And that is now hyperlinked. And I'm also going to throw one on this video, or this. And now we have 2 hyperlinks. So if we hit update here, we go check out this page. You can see our email here. And what that's going to do is pop up this email. So if we tell it to do that, it'll pop up an email to chris@thenerdcomputerhelp.com. Pretty straightforward there. So, and then I also did the same thing with this right here. So you click one of these and it will send out an email. All right, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to explain to you today. Thank you very much for watching this series. There will be one last video, which will pretty much just be a time lapse of me putting together the site that, I mean, I'm sure you might enjoy seeing, but it's not really necessary. It's not really going to teach you anything. It's just showing you some of the settings I used and various stuff like that. But, don't forget to give us a like if this video was at all helpful to you, and a subscribe if you would like to continue watching our videos. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Have a good day.